Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. This is WittnerColor. What we are looking at right now is actually a very early test of a brand new film stock called WittnerColor 100D. Back in early 25, we were testing around 5 or 6 different emulsions because we felt there was a real gap in the market for an 100 ISO daylight balanced color negative film. And honestly, this stock stood out pretty much right away. We were lucky enough to get our hands on it at a very early stage of development. The only catch was that longer lengths of the film weren't available back then. So to make this early test happen, we had to piece together a Super 8 cartridge from several short strips of film that were literally spliced together. Big thanks to Frank Bruinsma at Super 8 Reversal Lab in the Netherlands and to the team at ANDEC FILMTECHNIK in Berlin, who were willing to run these rather unusual samples through their processing systems, even with all those splices in there. And once the footage came back, pretty much everyone involved was impressed by what we saw. That was the moment we decided this stock was definitely worth taking a much closer look at. A little later, we received an entire pancake from an early production coating, so no splicing together anymore, and that's exactly the footage you are watching right now. One of the things that makes this film really interesting is the grain structure. It's visually present, but very fine, especially in the later production batches. At the same time, it's impressively sharp and captures an amazing amount of detail. It still has its own personality. It doesn't look too soft or too clinical. It has character, but it's also really sharp and offers very good resolution. And depending on how you expose it and of course how you grade the footage, you can get some incredibly rich, vibrant colors. In certain situations, the saturation is just fantastic and it gives a really distinctive look. The manufacturer supplied us with material very early on in the project, but there was one condition: they preferred to remain unnamed, and the film would be distributed under the Wittner brand. And that's something we are completely happy to respect. So in our opinion, this film fills more than just the gap we were initially looking to fill with the ISO 100 daylight stock. It also brings a unique visual character to the table. It sits in a really nice sweet spot between some of the more vintage-looking, character-heavy stocks and the very clean, super fine-grained options that are currently available. So stay tuned, because our very first 16mm test with WittnerColor 100D is coming up in the next video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you there. Bye.